Have you ever just looked around and felt like our culture's blueprint for family is, well, kind of fragile? Like it's built on shaky ground? We're going to explore a different model today, a stronger, more resilient vision for what a family can truly be. So let's dive right in.
So right at the heart of this whole thing is a really fundamental choice. Are we building our families on a contract or on a covenant? Now, the contract view, that's what we see all the time. It says, hey, I'll do my part as long as you're doing yours. It's totally conditional. It's all based on performance. But the covenant view, oh, that's something else entirely. It says, I'm committed to you, the person, even when you stumble, even when you fail. It's just a radically different foundation. And this powerful framework, it comes from the amazing work of Jack and Judith Balswick in their book, The Family, A Christian Perspective. What they argue is that family was actually God's idea in the first place. It was designed to be this place where we experience a love that mirrors His own, a love that's not built on these temporary, flimsy contracts, but on a powerful, enduring covenant.
All right, so let's start building this new blueprint together. We're going to start with the very first pillar, the one that holds everything else up, an unbreakable covenant.
And here's the key distinction. A covenant commitment isn't just to the idea of a relationship. It's not just about the good feelings it gives you. No, it's an unconditional commitment to the other person. It's a promise that says, deep down, I am with you and I am for you no matter what comes our way.
And the result of that kind of commitment, it's a true safe harbor. Think about it. When love is truly unconditional, it gives kids that deep-seated security they absolutely need to flourish and become who they were created to be. And for partners, it creates the trust you need to be truly, truly open with each other, knowing you won't be abandoned at the first sign of trouble.
Okay, let's move on to our second pillar and see how this all builds. Because a commitment, even a strong one, can become kind of rigid if there's no flexibility. And that's exactly where we need radical grace.
Grace is like the family's immune system. It's so important. And it's not about pretending mistakes didn't happen, not at all. It's the active power to look at a situation and say, okay, I see the hurt, I see the failure, and I choose to forgive and to work toward restoration. It's the very thing that keeps love from becoming just a long list of rules and failures. It's really the heart of the Christian story.
So here's the crucial point. It's all about this perfect balance. See, covenant all by itself can feel like a cold, hard contract, like you're in a prison of obligation. But grace by itself, without that foundational commitment, well, that just becomes an excuse for anything, right? You absolutely need both. You need the solid anchor of covenant and the soothing oil of grace for love to really, truly thrive.
So now with that foundation of safety and forgiveness firmly in place, two more pillars can be built on top. And these are the beautiful results of a graceful covenant: empowerment and intimacy. These are the pillars of real growth and deep, meaningful connection. Empowerment. It's the active process of building each other up. It's looking at your spouse or your child or your parent and asking, how can I help you become the whole, vibrant person that God designed you to be? It's all about being a champion for their unique gifts instead of trying to squeeze them into some kind of mold.
And of course, empowerment is what fosters the final pillar, true intimacy. And this goes so far beyond just the physical. We're talking about that deep, soulful connection that comes from being fully seen and fully known, without any fear. And it's built on shared trust, dedicated time, and honestly, the courage to just be vulnerable.
You can really see how these pillars create this beautiful, virtuous cycle, can't you? The covenant builds that strong foundation of safety, then grace comes in and fills that space, which allows us to be vulnerable without fear. That very vulnerability then opens the door to real intimacy, while empowerment acts like a catalyst, actively helping everyone in the family grow and flourish inside this loving structure.
Okay. This all sounds great in theory, I get it. But what happens when things get messy? What about arguments, disagreements, and real hurt? What does this model have to say about actual conflict?
Now this is a total game changer. The goal isn't to avoid conflict. In this framework, conflict isn't a sign that the family is failing. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to practice grace, to reaffirm that covenant, and to actually deepen your understanding and connection instead of letting it push you apart.
Just let that sink in for a second. This is the promise of a family that's built on covenant and grace.
It means there's always a path back. It offers this profound hope that even when things feel completely broken, restoration is always, always possible. No failure has to be the end of the story. So the big question is, how do we start building this in our own homes? Like starting today. Let's get really practical.
All right, here are 5 simple but really powerful actions. First, actually say the words, "I'm committed to you," out loud. Second, try to make forgiveness a daily habit, not some rare event. Third, look for just one specific gift you can affirm in someone today. Fourth, and this is a big one, put the phone down and carve out some unhurried time to just be together. And finally, number 5, model it. Our example is always going to teach more than our lectures.
So as we close, I just want to leave you with this question to reflect on. Of these 4 pillars, covenant, grace, empowerment, and intimacy, which one is the strongest in your family right now? And which one could use just a little more intention, a little more focus, starting this week? The journey to a stronger family, it really does begin with just one small, intentional step.